Greetings and welcome back everyone to Mordheim, City of the Damned. Now this is the second episode of my First Taste miniseries, and in this episode we're probably going to be spending a fair bit of time just looking over our warband. We may also have a battle at the end, but that really does depend on how quickly we get things done. Now, first and foremost, we need to pay a few things. Now apparently our warband... Okay, let's have a look at this. Treatment required. Some of the warriors are injured and require treatment, costing a total of 15 gold crowns. Injured warriors cannot join a mission. Sure, I guess. Waiting treatment, yeah, I'll pay for it. There we go. We owe a total of 17 gold crowns in upkeep costs for all warriors in the warband, and paid warriors will refuse to join missions until they are paid. Sure, we'll pay that too. So that takes us down to 39. All upkeep and treatment costs are paid. One of our members is in treatment. We've got also training as well. Current bonuses: leader, hero 3, reserve slot 3, warband card capacity, idle buff effect, next rank, +1 henchman slot, idle buff effect. I guess this is our rank there. Okay, well that's good to know. Right, well, you are going to be there for a little while, which is a bit of a shame. I may possibly need to hire another night runner, possibly. But let's check on what we've got. Right, okay, now, first and foremost, I've had a chance now to look over some of the comments that have been added, and a few people have called into question my use of light armor this early on in the game when enemies aren't doing a great deal of damage, because this is pulling down my chance to climb, leap, and well, they actually said dodge. However, we've got light armor here. I guess, yeah, the difference here is that this armor isn't pulling down my dodge chance, but it's the other armor would have increased it. I mean, I guess I do see what's being said there. I'm not sure what this icon is, though, and that's a little bit frustrating. What is it? 4 times 10. If I switch to clothing... we'll have to see. Is there an icon over here, perhaps? Yes, initiative. Ah, right, I get you. So, this will give me 10 initiative, and this is... let's see if that icon exists over here at all. It might just be... there we are, rating. Okay, so it's they're both fairly the same rating, honestly. So, if we go with this, then we increase our dodge chance. But do I really want that in place of my parry? I'm not entirely certain about that one. I quite like having parry. We could see. I mean, at the very least, the helmet isn't dropping our dodge chance. It's quite nice. Plus, the armor would bring it up to an armor absorption of 15%. But 15% of the kinds of damages that we're seeing at the moment is apparently quite low. I'm not really aware of what kind of damage we can expect, but I am assured that it's low. I'll take your word for it, people. Please don't get my Skavens killed. Okay, let's have a look. Now, we've got 1 unspent skill point. Weapon skill. Increase the melee resistance, melee hit chance, parry chance by 4%. Is there anything down here that tells me what... my parry chance right now is 28%. I mean, it would be getting closer to... we'll have to think. Ballistic skill. Range damage, range hit chance, warriors... increase warriors rating by 1. This is my ranged resistance. Is there anything that tells me what my current ranged damage is? Hit chance is 6%. I would increase it by a little bit. Or accuracy. Increases critical hit chance, critical hit damage, bypass 2% of target's dodge chance, and increase the warrior's rating by 1. No, I think we're going to go with this one. We're going to up our weapon skill, because I really want my leaders' weeping blades to really start to play a big part of everything. Got daggers, shurikens. I would love to get something like that, truly I would. But okay, that's what we're going to be doing for our leader at the moment, LMC. Also, I am kind of thinking about maybe customizing what they're wearing just a tiny bit. Specifically, we've got grey skin, that's fine. Cloak, though, I want some sort of unified cloak colour. Blue. I mean, I do quite like blue. I'm very partial to red and black as well. It's grey. What have we got down here? Got red. Red with a little bit of a... We could have red for the commander. I quite like that idea, actually. Yes, yes, yes. I like this much. What have we got over here? Sort of head wraps, I guess. No, I don't particularly care for that. Oh, we've got different types of models for the cloak. Ooh, I like this. That's kind of more worn and frayed, but I do like that, having the hood, the cowl for a rat cloak. Ah, that's good. The clothing style, I'm not particularly interested in having a red, really bright style of clothing there. And likewise for the pants. I'd prefer to have, the black and red. Maybe on that one, or we could just go for more black. I'm torn, honestly. That's quite nice. I think, though, we'll go with the red and black. Kind of more of a, like, officer garb, really. And that's probably the only customization we're going to be doing with that kind of stuff for now. I did just want to set our leader apart just a little bit more than the other units. Now, our hero over here, you've got 1 unspent martial point. This unit cannot be used for 5 more days. It's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Let's check your inventory. You've currently got clothing, so you've got a much better dodge chance. You've also got a perk, I believe. You do have a skill, I'm fairly certain. Skills enable when this model is injured. That's unfortunate. Fleetfoot, I believe, someone mentioned that they would get a movement bonus after climbing something. Very nice to know. As for weapons, I think increasing melee resistance, melee hit chance, and parry chance a little bit is a really nice one. Yeah, we'll go with that. There we are. And that's all we're doing with you. Apply. And on to the next. Now, this is one of our verminkin. Again, I probably will off camera at some point go through and actually give them a proper uniform, because I'm just one of those people who actually cares about that sort of stuff. But what I would very much like to see with you, I can't afford, there's no way I can afford to give you any abilities, but I do want to have a look at your equipment. Currently, you're wielding a dagger. I would like it if we had something better than that, but oh well. Your dodge chance is down to 30%. I could keep it up at 40%, but the thing with dodge, and the one thing to be really aware of, is dodging is a one-time thing. If you fight against 3 people, only the first attack from the first person who tries to attack you will work with your dodge. Mind you, if they miss, it doesn't proc your dodge at all. It's only if the attack would hit, then it's basically fighting against your dodge chance. But after that one hit, and bear in mind, most people can do 2 hits in a round, so in that particular situation, you've got 6 incoming hits. Only one of them is going to benefit from your dodge chance, regardless of what the dodge chance is. At that point, the armor absorption starts to trump that, because it's going to affect every single hit. You've got to play to those sorts of strengths. If we do put armor, then I need to be a little bit less worried about having people end up in group fights. And I kind of like the idea of my verminkin having that armor and being more of my swarm units. Obviously, I'll be trying to work my numbers against the enemy, but they're the ones that I won't mind if they end up fighting against more people. I'm probably going to have more verminkin than anything else anyway. Now, my other verminkin is currently wielding a mace, which is a fair bit better. Well, I mean, it's not as good on initiative, but definitely nice for damage. Very nice for damage. Though, the dagger does have a bypass of dodge chance and parry. And an ambush damage. A plus 15%. You know what? Actually, I would like you to have dagger. There we go. I approve. You, however, have an unspent point. We can put a point in strength, which increases melee damage by 3%, bypasses 2% of target's parry chance, and increases the warrior rating. But this would be the 3rd point, which increases the carrying capacity by 1 up to a max carrying capacity of 6. Toughness. Increase wounds by 2%, range resistance by 1%, poison resistance by 2%, critical resistance by 1%, warrior's rating by 1, and agility. Increases the melee resistance, dodge chance, chance to pass, climb, leap, jump down test by 3%. I'm really tempted to pump their dodge. I mean, pumping dodge seems like the most obvious thing to do with Skaven. That is agility. But that extra 1 carrying capacity. Now that is really tempting for me, and I'm actually going to do it just for that, just this 1 turn, just to get that extra 1 thing that they can carry. But Skaven have this. Warp Rage. After gathering a Weirdstone, or Warpstone, melee damage increases by 15% and dodge chance by 10% for 1 turn. Not stackable, so I should really try to balance them, grabbing 1 Warpstone every turn and then rushing back into battle. So their dodge chance is quite nice because it would mean that they would have a good chance of just getting out of combat without possibly taking damage. I'm not really sure if that would play a part when trying to disengage from a fight and an attack of opportunity. Don't know, but may well be worth keeping in mind. Now, Warp Guard has no skills to take, which is unfortunate, but on the next turn I can definitely pop another point in there and increase the carrying capacity even more, which would be very, very nice. Active skills, not much I need to worry about. Now, the two-handed weapons, can you not... Did I not pick up a glorious, glorious item, like a gigantic, like, war flail? Did I not pick up a war flail? Did the person carrying the war flail pass out and drop their stuff on the ground? Oh, if that's the case, I'm going to weep. I think that may actually have been the case. Drat! Is all I'm going to say about that. Right. Currently my dodge chance is 0%. Minus 20% to dodge, which is probably what it was before. And very nasty movement. My movement is 6, represent how many meters. If I go for light armor instead, my movement's 8, my dodge chance is 20%. It's comparable with my parry chance, but again, I mean, this armor... The difference between this is that 10% to 25%. If I could get a helmet on you as well, that would be a 30% armor absorption. You're not going to be casting spells. You will be slow. You won't have a chance to dodge, but you've got a weapon that gives you a reasonable chance to parry anyway. Your chance to parry is almost as high as your dodge would be if I just gave you clothing. For example, if I just gave clothing here, it got a dodge chance of 30%. And that's it. That's literally it. There's no other particular benefit. You can just climb a little bit better because it's not actively taking that down. But I think heavy armor is really the option for you here. Let's get that on there. I would really like some two-handed weapon, but I'm going to have to find one. Oh, maybe it's that I need to empty that first. Can I now? Damn. No, I cannot. Well, it's very frustrating. Let's equip that there. However, I'm going to give you shurikens. Oh, actually, no. First, I'm going to give all of my verminkin shurikens. Okay, no, you are the only person who doesn't have a shuriken. So, oh, no, that was wrong. Damn it. I wanted to have... Actually, between the two, what is the better one? Yeah, it's definitely the spear. I'll give you a shield. And the shuriken down there. Okay, right, well that's enough worrying about our units. Now I've got 39 over there. Do I have anything I can sell in the shop? Have I got any particular items with me? Light up. I've got a great flail. Is this something that I just can't use? Oh, it's probably that my units actually can't use a flail. Forgot to check that bit. That is a bit of a shame. I'll get 3 coins for that. Coin for a flail there. Yeah, sure, I'll sell it. And the flail. I'll keep these, though. Do you have any decent two-handed weapons? Wheaton blades. Halberd. Now, can my unit use a halberd? Let's have a quick look at you. Halberd, mace, spear, and sword. Okay, so yes to that. Let's go back to the camp, have a look in the shop, see if we can't pick up a mace. Sorry, a halberd. Critical hit damage plus 15%. Drops initiative, but really heavy damage. Minus 15% melee damage after each successive attack. Allows the use of parry stance. Plus 1 offensive point cost for each successive attack. Might be worth us doing. Also, definitely worth us picking up a helmet the next chance we get. Shield. Can I not look at this? Apparently I can't. Let me just go have a quick look at the shield stats, because that's one thing I failed to take into account. Allows use of parry stance plus 10%, range resistance, melee resistance. It is nice to have a shield. That increase in parry is really quite nice, because my base parry is you know, pretty rubbish, honestly. I'm tempted not to change it up. It's possible. I've got 4 units here. First thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get a reserve unit. I would like another runner, though. That's another leader that I could have out. That's pretty interesting. I wasn't aware that we'd be able to do that. So, okay. Squicksnick Fastblade. I'll take you, I think. Yes. Confirm.
You are progressing nicely.
Oh, thank you very much. Right, okay. I would like to swap you. You've achieved Veteran Rank 1. 1 skill point gained. Ooh. That's very nice. Now, how do I move you into my reserve? I want to switch my reserve. There we go. There we are. Fantastic. That is exactly what I wanted to do. Now, let's go and have a look at our new hero. For the first thing we're going to do, we're going to rename them. This shall be Halcyon Fastblade. There we go. You currently have a pretty cool headdress. Oh, actually, it's just basically skin. Oh, I like that, though. Yes, I like that a lot. We'll leave that there. I'm not going to do anything else. Don't worry. We want you to... we don't have shurikens to give you. Well, that's a bit annoying. That is actually quite annoying. But I'm sure we can live with it. Right, well, what skills have you got? You have got fleet-footed. After a successful leap or jump down, movement range increased by 3 meters for 1 turn, not stackable, so it's good to have that proc at the beginning of a turn, it seems. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy to have a Fastblade with us. I'm going to go and... well, I'm not going to spend any more of my money because I think we are going to need it. I can sell the Warpstone to make a little bit of extra cash if I absolutely need to. But you may only attempt 1 mission per day. Come back tomorrow. Okay, well, next day it is then. So let's click that. Next day. Are you sure you want to end this day? Make sure you have taken care of all your business. Unpaid upkeep will accrue interest at the end of each day, and the conditions of injured warriors will worsen the longer they are left untreated. Confirm.
A new shipment has been requested.
Oh, okay. Right. Back attack. Injuries and training. Gabri Putris is receiving treatment for their near-death experience. They will return in 4 days. Management and smuggling. You have received a new shipment request from the Murder Lord Snicket. Visit the Smuggler's Den to find out more. Continue. Very well. Smuggler's Den. 10 days left on this shipment. Visit the Smuggler's Den in order to sell the Wordstone you have gathered during missions. Wordstone smuggling is your primary source of income and should not be neglected. You may sell to several factions around Mordheim that are willing to purchase your stock. In addition to earning gold crowns, your reputation with each faction will increase as you sell Wordstone to them, earning rewards and bonuses for reaching certain milestones. It is recommended to fulfill the requested shipment from your primary faction first and foremost, and then sell any excess Wordstone to the factions of your choice. Very well. So, wow, 75 weight. That's a little bit huge. Now, from what I understand, the less you sell to a certain faction, the more money they're going to offer you, because they've basically got a supply shortage. And the more you sell to a faction, the less they'll offer you because they have a supply surplus. Now, Murderlord Snicket. Payment 187, weight requested 75, 10 days left. I've got a couple of these that I can put in there. There we are. I can give you this. I can give you this as well. That'll give me 23 weight of the 75. We've got 10 days to fulfill that. You must send the entire request in one shipment. Oh, okay, fair enough. Among the rad like Skaven, no clan is more accomplished in the arts of stealth and murder than the Clan Eshin, blah, blah, blah. We've read that a million times. Or at least I feel like have. Murderlord Snicket reputation bonuses. Loyal agent, gain 1 additional day to fulfill Wheatstone requests. Item gift, 3 Etherite focus, normal quality, also added to market rotation. Trusted agent, all Wheatstone requests are now paid at 60% of the market price. As you go up in the milestones, you get more. I get the impression that when you're selling to your agent, to your actual faction, they pay you far less because they expect it from you, and you kind of have to do it, otherwise you lose. So, you know, they've kind of got a monopoly on this. But over time, repeated custom means that they will pay more and more and more until eventually I think it might even get close to full. Free impressive, rank 7 rat ogre. Now, as you go through these, you start getting some really, really nice stuff. So we're going to have to save up and actually get that done. But I can come here and sell a little bit if I absolutely need the money for my upkeep. But I think that is pretty much it. We are going... Ooh, veteran system. Let me just check on this. Apparently I've got something. What? Can I spend that now? Oh, apparently I can. Arcane knowledge. Earned by acquiring something or other. Next rank. Something is saying I've got something to spend. Tasks. Veteran. Ah, there we are. 1 unspent veteran skill point. Very well. Let's have a look at this. I could spend it here. Commander. Reduces the upkeep cost of leaders and impressive warriors by 4 gold crowns after a successful mission. Oh, that's actually quite cool. Contact alchemist. Establish contact with an alchemist. Each day there is a 5% chance to receive a free potion consumable from this contact. Warband rank increases the chance of receiving a higher quality item. Contact armorer. Armorer's apprentice. 5% chance to receive free shield or helmet from this contact. Bowyer, great weaponsmith, gunsmith. Ooh. Chance to receive an item increases to 10%. Nice. Evaluator, buying price reduced by 10%. Explorer, scout cost reduced by 20%. And chance to find quality missions increased by 20%. Haggler, healer, treatment costs reduced by 4 gold crowns. Sale chance increases by 20%. Negotiator, gain 1 additional day to fulfill Wheatstones. Renowned, reduces the cost of hiring new warriors by 10%. And Scholar reduces the cost of training skills by 5%. That's actually all pretty useful stuff. But I do like the Commander pick. We're going to go ahead and just go for that one first and foremost. It's probably a very obvious one to go for. A lot of people probably do it, but I think it's alright. Right. Okay, so we've spent a fair bit of time just doing all of this, and that's probably going to be common in this game. There'll probably be an episode where I just do that, though obviously as the first stage progresses and I get a little bit better and I know what I'm looking for, what I'm trying to build, there's going to be less time spent just focusing on reading and working out the paths because I'll already have a plan in mind. So I'm going to end this episode here, and in the next we're going to begin with a campaign mission. So see you then.